Even if you're uncertain, still go with it. Even if you feel like you have no idea what to do, or better yet, you know what to do, but you don't know what the outcome is going to be, still go for it anyway. There's a book that I've been reading, and there's a quote in there that says, if you're 85% sure, then you're 100% sure, right? If you're 85% sure of what it is that you're doing, then that automatically makes you 100% sure, because that means you have enough to execute. And although it may not be 100%, you still have enough to execute. And so many times we get so caught up in what we don't have, what we don't look like, what we don't feel like. And we hold ourselves back because we think we're not ready, or we think we're not worthy to have the things that we want to have, or we think we're not worthy to step into radical action and execute on the things that we know we need to be executing on. Sometimes, in order for a blessing to manifest, you have to step into radical action. Sometimes when you ask for something and you don't get an answer back, it's because you have to step into radical action. You have to just take the action steps and see where it goes in most cases. You can have a drawn out map and plan and everything, but it does you no good if you don't execute on it. Even if you don't have a plan of action, you still have to execute on what feels right in the moment. Just now, I was sitting and contemplating, what should I do next? How can I add more value? What can I say that can impact somebody? And then it hit me. It's not necessarily about what I say. It's about what I do. It's about how I show up. It's about the consistency behind what it is that I'm doing. Because in some cases, there's somebody that's watching and expecting you to show up, because you've put that energy out there that I show up. You've put the energy out there that I show up no matter what. Even on the days where I may be uncertain, even on the days where I don't feel my best, I still show up, because I know that it's bigger than just how I'm feeling or what it is that I'm going through. This is my dream. This is my goal. And no matter what, I am always going to be in pursuit of that. And the day that I stop doing that is the day that I lose passion for it. And you really have to get passionate about what it is that you're doing. Because passion generates gratitude, right? It's what allows you to do what it is that you do so well. It builds up a level of confidence and certainty within you. It allows you to move in ways that you never thought you could. Literally. So even if you're 75% sure, even if you're 70% sure, even if you're 69% sure, you still have to execute on that. If you have an idea and you have something that is brewing inside of you and you feel it, you have to execute on it. You just have to. Because this now here moment is designed for you to become the greatest version of yourself. And the only way you become the greatest version of yourself is by doing that thing that lights you up so much. What's the point in doing something for so long and then just letting it go? I get it. You may not be getting the results that you want. But one thing I always say is, if you focus on the results you're not getting, then you're always going to get the same results. If you focus on the fact that nothing's happening, if you focus on the fact that I'm getting no views, or my watch times are low, or whatever the case is, whatever it is that you're focusing on, if it's not serving you in any way, shape, or form, then you're gonna get the same results that you're focusing on. So you have to literally shift your focus, and you have to put that in a direction that best serves you. Instead of worrying so much about what other people are thinking about you, instead of worrying so much about how other people are perceiving you and how it may look, right, on the surface, just focus on falling in love with it first. Focus on falling in love with the process and not the results. Fall in love with the process and not the results. The results are going to show themselves, but they only show themselves when you are in alignment with who you are and what you're doing. They only show themselves when you are certain of yourself. And the reason you're not executing on what it is that you're doing is because you're not certain of yourself. You're not confident enough to execute because you feel like all of these things need to be in place. You feel like you have to have all of these notes. You feel like you need to have everything mapped out and planned out in order for you to execute. But the thing about it is that creates paralysis. Analysis creates paralysis. Perfection, the act of trying to perfect something creates stagnation. The more and more you try to perfect something, the more you bog your dreams down, the more you put yourself in a stuck position. Because you're always going to be trying to make sure that everything's perfect. You're always trying to make sure your lighting's good. You're always trying to make sure you're doing it at this time. You're always trying to make sure everything is right. And sometimes everything's not going to be right. And these are the moments that you're preparing for. Literally. Just think about it. If you were at that level that you want to be at, that you desire to be at, and you're right here, right now, you're not going to be able to handle that level because you haven't taken the action steps in between to get to that level. So you're not going to be able to maintain what it means to be in that level. Everybody looks at entrepreneurship and all of these other things as like a cakewalk, but really it's not. It's not easy, and it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for those who are not willing to go through the fire. Because trust me, you're going to go through the fire and you might get burned. But you have to be able to bounce back from that. The only difference between you and somebody that's successful is that they know how to bounce back. Is that they don't take no for an answer. Is that they understand that there are multiple avenues other than the only avenue they've been taking. And even then, everything is just a learning lesson. Everything. Even the setbacks, there's something to learn from it. It's just another way to pivot. And you have to find that thing that lights you up. You have to find that confidence. You have to find that certainty. Because you are going to need that confidence when things start to really fall down. You're going to really need that confidence when things start to fall apart. Because essentially you're going to be the glue to all of this. And if you crumble now over the little things, what's going to happen when you're at these big stages in life? What's going to happen when you have a six-figure business and you don't have a great day? Are you just going to give up and go back to your job? Nah. My biggest thing is, once you've had a taste of freedom, there is no going back. Once you've made the decision to follow this route, there is no going back. Because this is it. It's only forward from here. You cannot go backwards. I don't care how scared you are. I don't care how nervous you are. You can't go back. You just got to go through it. You got to really switch the way you see it. It's not nervousness. You're not scared. You're excited. You may be uncertain, but you're excited because you know that the future is going to hold something greater for you. You have to really change your perception of how you see your current situation. And you have to change the perception of how you see yourself in the pursuit of whatever it is that you're pursuing. If you want to be a YouTuber, then you got to go through the motions of what it means to be a YouTuber. You can have 200, 300, 1,000 videos and they all have like 3 or 4 or 5 views. Do you think that you're able to go through that? Are you willing to go through that? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take 1,000 videos for you to perfect your craft. And it's going to have just that 1,001 video is going to be the one that takes off. Why? Because you didn't quit. Because you were here every single day. Because you decided to show up. I went viral. I'm going to be honest. I went viral on TikTok. I did. Why? Because I was consistent. I didn't know that video would go viral like it did, but it did. But I wasn't looking to go viral. I was looking for the consistency. I was perfecting my craft. I was having fun. And I was educating at the same time. Inspiring, motivating at the same time. So it's not about the result. It's about the impact. It's about who you become in the process of. Because I'm telling you, the thing that is going to cripple you is if you reach success too soon and you're not ready for it. Because you're going to reach it and then you're going to feel like I made it and then you're going to slow down. You have to carry that momentum with you. Because as soon as you hit, you have to keep that momentum going. You have to keep it going as if you haven't hit it yet. You have to keep going. You have to keep posting. You have to keep writing. You have to keep painting. Because just because you've reached a certain level and now you're starting to get recognized, that doesn't mean you stop. No, that means you keep going. That's just the breaking point. That's like your jump start. Now the real work begins. Now this is the moment that separates you from your goals. This is the determining factor to see if you really truly want it. And I know you want it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be pursuing the thing that you're pursuing right now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling the way you feel. And let me tell you something. The way that you feel is totally valid. Because that just goes to show you are a big dreamer. If your dreams do not scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. And if the things that you dream about on a daily basis frighten you at times, you're on the right path. I'll be honest, I set goals. I set big goals. And those goals scare me. And sometimes I wonder, am I really going to be able to hit that goal? Or it just seems like a ridiculous number to hit. Am I really going to reach it? Who knows? It's not necessarily about hitting the number, but it's about who I become in the process of trying to hit that number, of hitting that number, right? So enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and understand that everything is happening for you so that you can become and evolve into the person that you've always dreamt yourself to be. Enjoy the journey, because this is only the beginning and the best is yet to come. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. I truly believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. As always, if you found this inspiring and helpful and motivating, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I publish another video. And also leave a comment of gratitude in the comment sections and let me know some of your takeaways from today's video. Just enjoy the journey, because the process is literally designed for you. Everything that is happening is designed for you because you can handle it. And when you think you can't, that's when you definitely can. When you're at your most fearful, that's when the breakthrough happens. Now go out there and be great. But always remember that you are a creator and creative. That you are loved and loved. May you be present, may you be free, and may you be abundant at all times. Peace.